finally on YouTube. Can you believe it? It's fucking amazing, eh? I know. Okay, so today I'm talking about, and I made a post about it the other day. Am I on or have I ever taken steroids? True! Alright, don't let you know. Okay, first off, to start off with, I'm gonna go from the very beginning, from when I was 16 and a half when I first started training. So I started training, 16 and a half. Went to the gym for my first time ever when I was at Albany Senior High School. For those who don't know, I live in Auckland, New Zealand. And yeah, I stepped into the gym, got my first pump, arms were like, BOOM! And I fucking loved it. So yeah, I was pretty much hooked after that. I got a pump, I was walking around during lunchtime and my mates and stuff were just like, damn bro, your arms looking big. Yeah, I know, thanks bro. Yeah, from then on, I joined up at Massey University Gym, which is literally like a 5-minute walk from the school that I went to. Went there every single night for probably about 2 or 3 hours, not even joking, and yeah, the results spoke for themselves. Within 3 months I put on 10 kilos, and it's without dieting. Then all the rumours came saying that me and some of my mates were on steroids, but we weren't. We just fucking stuck to it. We trained hard every single day, and yeah. I mean, your first 3 months are like newbie gains. Like, you are gonna get bigger no matter what if you train, because your body is under a stimulus to where it's like, crap, like I've never experienced this before. I gotta do something to respond well so I can actually handle these weights that I'm being hit with. So yeah, your body starts growing, it starts adapting, and next minute you know you've put on 10 kilos. So that's pretty much what happened to me. There was no steroids involved, and then following that I hit a plateau. I was training for probably another 6 months, yeah, up until I was about 17, and I didn't gain any more weight. So from then on I ended up leaving school, I became a labourer, and I had the money to where I could afford my diet. At this point on, I wanted to go from, I started off at around 70 kilos, got to 80 at 17, and then I wanted to reach 90 kilos before I hit 19 years old. So that was my goal. So I set my goal out and wrote up my diet plan. I tried at 5,000 calories and I didn't really gain any weight. I don't know why. I guess my metabolism from me being a young kid, very active, especially when you're doing labouring work, because it is very intense work for 12 hours a day. And then on top of that, going to the gym for 2 hours at the end of each night, yeah, I had to eat a lot of calories. So I was consuming 6,000 calories a day amongst doing my labouring and then my training. And within 9 months, I put on another 10 kilos. So yeah, went from 70 to 90 kilos in 2 years, so 20 kilo gain. And this is kind of the point when I started to realize, like, yeah, I can understand why people think I went on steroids, but truth be told, still was natural, still 100% natural. And why would I need to go on steroids? I'm putting on 10 kilos a year, like, you know, it's pretty good. And then after that, I ended up leaving that job, 19 to 20. This is where things started getting a little bit more complicated. At this point on, I did start contemplating taking steroids. I was like, okay. I could look a shitload better if I took gigs. Obviously, everything happens faster. You put on muscle faster, you heal faster, it's just... I have friends that are on steroids, and the way they talk about it, it sounds like fucking God's gift to heaven. God's gift to heaven. And I'm not trying to promote it, I'm just trying to say that from the people who I know that take it, they say it works. So obviously I'm gonna be curious. I'm gonna be like, do I wanna try it? So yeah, I started questioning it. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll give it a go, maybe I won't, I don't know. So I had to think about it, and then I was working one night, and something happened. I practically had a heart attack. I had a heartbeat monitor on my phone, so yeah, I was doing dishes up back. For those who don't know, I work at a pizza place as well. And yeah, my heart rate at that point in time, so I wasn't doing anything strenuous, my heart rate should have been around 140, 150 beats per minute. And it spiked up to 115 beats a minute within 5 seconds. My heart was literally like that. Like, I looked down and my shirt was vibrating because my heart was beating so fast. So yeah, I went into a little bit of a panic, but I tried to stay calm. Obviously measured my heart rate, so you got to try and stay calm and focused to do that kind of thing. And then I went on a delivery and I was driving, I was panicking, so I was like, damn, like, what the hell happened? Like, this never happened to me before. So yeah, I was freaking out. I called my dad, I was like, Dad, look, I don't know what's going on. Something just happened to me. It felt like I had a heart attack. And then he was like, well, you got to go back to work and you got to tell them, you got to go to A&E right now and get yourself checked out. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not going to do that. So anyways, I went back to work and I stayed quiet because I only had an hour left of work anyway. And the reason I stay quiet is because I'm a 20-year-old guy, and 20 years old saying that I think I just had a heart attack, it sounds a little bit crazy. So obviously I don't want to look like an idiot, so I kept quiet. And then after work, went to the doctors, got everything checked out, and yeah, I got told that I had something that's called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. Basically, I have a third pathway where the usual person has two pathways for the heart. So obviously, if you have a heartbeat monitor and it goes like that kind of thing. Yeah, with mine, I had the two pathways, but every now and then this third pathway would get like an electrical signal to it, which would start that rapid heart rate. So that explains the whole going from 150 to 215. Bearing in mind my maximum heart rate was, yeah, should have been 200 beats per minute. So my heart rate actually went above my maximum heart rate for like if I was doing like cardiovascular training kind of thing. So that's basically why I was so scared. And yeah, the guy said, I'm going to book you in for a heart specialist tomorrow, so you're going to go see him, see what he says. And I went there, got a week off work, got hooked up to a bunch of like heart rate monitors, went on a treadmill, did a few tests, just trying to get the heart rate going again, but it didn't happen. But obviously with the heart rate monitor hooked up, you could see exactly what was wrong. The guy got my dad to leave the room and he set me down. And he was pretty much just said to me, he's like, look, you're a well-built guy and I need to know, are you on or have you ever taken steroids? And I said no, and he said, yeah, I know. I was like, what do you mean you know? Like, it seemed a bit weird. And then he said, well, let's put it this way. If you were on steroids, you would be dead right now. And that was when my heart rate dropped. I'm getting goosebumps right now because, yeah, this was probably the most frightening thing I've ever heard because I was thinking about taking steroids so much like previously to this point. And yeah, he basically said to me that if I was taking steroids, it would have put such a strain on my heart that I could have been dead right now because my heart wouldn't have been able to like cope with the drug in a sense. So yeah, that should pretty much answer your question. Now, I've heard people and they've been talking shit saying that the reason why this heart thing happened to me is because of me taking steroids. But come on, man, like really? Like this doctor said to me if I was taking them, I could potentially be dead right now. So I obviously didn't take them before, and that kind of woke me up and said to me, like, I'm not going to go on steroids because, like, although I've had the heart surgery now, it could potentially still come back, and it's a frightening thought. Like, the last thing I want to do is jeopardize my health just to try and look better. So the last thing I'm going to want to do is jump on something that potentially has those risks. So although I think about it, I'm never going to do it purely for that reason because I care too much about my health. I personally feel like this sport should be health and fitness, not health and drugs, because, well, health, fitness and drugs, should I say. Like, because drugs make something unhealthy. I want to stay away from the drug side. I want to keep 100% drug free as I have. And I want to show you guys what you can achieve naturally, 100%. Like, no bullshit. Sure, I'll take my supplements, I'll take my creatine, because as we all know, creatine's a steroid. That pretty much sums up if I've ever taken steroids. Sure, I think I thought about it like everyone else that takes the sport seriously. I mean, I've done a men's physique competition, and I remember speaking to one guy said that probably 75 to 80% of the guys here are on steroids. So obviously for me to get that competitive edge and compete with these guys, like I thought about taking steroids because I want to beat them. I'm a competitive person. But at the same time, I competed, I came fourth, and that was naturally. So I have a lot of work to do. I know that I'm probably not going to compete in the next 2 years purely because I want to add on more size. And just so when I cut down, I can try and look the same size as these guys, because basically what steroids do, okay, natural steroids. This is for muscle building. Muscle building goes up like that. So these guys put on muscle a lot faster. Then when it comes to dieting down, obviously you're going to lose muscle along with losing fat. So for a natural guy and a guy on steroids, this is fat loss and muscle loss. So fat loss goes down, like probably around the same rate, maybe a little bit quicker for the guy on steroids, depending on what they're taking, because there are different things. But the muscle also, well, muscle is more so like that, like it goes down a lot faster for the natural guy. So I can be bigger than a guy on steroids when I'm bulking, but as soon as it comes to cutting down for competition, they'll stay bigger than me purely because they have these substances in their body that allows them to maintain their muscle mass. And that's basically the hardest thing for me when it comes to competing, is just trying to maintain my size while getting the conditioning that I need. So yeah, I have a lot of learning to do, but at the same time I'm happy that I've stayed natural, and I'm going to stay natural because it helps me relate to you guys better, because not every single person who is into health and fitness ever wants to go that route, should I say. And yeah, I want to be relatable. I want you guys to know that if you come to me for a diet plan or a training program, you know it's going to work because I'm not enhanced in any way using these drugs. I'm 100% natural, so what works for me is going to work for you, you know what I mean? So that is basically how I look at it. I'm trying to show you guys what you can achieve naturally. So for those who believe in me that I am natural, like, I fucking love you guys, like, honestly, because that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to prove to you guys, so it means so much to me that you guys actually believe in me. And for those of you that think I'm on gear or have ever taken gear, I have nothing to say to you because this video should prove everything. And yeah, like, you guys can talk trash as much as you like, it just kind of shows your insecurities and you're jealous in a way. So yeah, whatever, ever. What am I doing? I don't know. Right, there you guys.